In the previous section, we blocked particular URLs with the help of URL filtering policy. In this example, let's block the traffic based on the IPs. So here in this diagram, I have branch to Versa router that has a LAN router which has a loopback IP of 10.10.11, and I have two IPs in Azure, 1070.1.1 and 1070.2.2. I will check if I'm able to ping 1070.1.1 and 1070.2.2 from this LAN router, and I will block communication to one of those IPs with the help of IP filter in next generation firewall. So let's start. So I log into my branch router in LAN, and let's see if I'm able to ping the Azure IPs or no. So I'm able to ping 1070.2.2, and let's see if I'm able to ping 1070.1.1, and yes, I'm able to ping 1070.1.1. So let's make a firewall policy to block 1070.1.1. So we go to the template for branch router 2, and we go to the security policies, and this time I'm doing the change from the template. So I create a new security policy, I insert it on top, and I give it a name test. And before this, the security policy that is checked based on the first match. So if traffic matches a particular security policy, then no further evaluation is done, and this is why more specific policies are always put on top. So I give it a name block 1070.1.1. It will not allow me dot, so I say 1070.1.1. Let me verify if this is the IP. 1070.1.1. Yeah. So I match the zone. The zone will be LAN, so interface LAN zone. Let's wait for it to load. Okay, so the source will be interface LAN zone, and for source address we have to match the loopback IP address on the LAN. So I click on LAN loopback, which is 10.10.1.1. And for the destination, I choose, for destination zone, I choose PTVI. PTVI means zone for SD-WAN side. And for destination address, I have created a IP for, let's say, Azure MPLS, that's 1070.1.1. And when I go to enforce, I click on deny, and I click on OK. So here I have made the policy based on IP addresses, but you can make the policy based on zones also. So I click on OK. And let's verify the policy again. Into source LAN and destination PTVI, SD-WAN, and enforces block. Let's see the addresses that we created earlier. So in the object tab, LAN loopback is 10.10.1.1 and Azure MPLS is 1070.1.1. This is the IP that we want to block. Now we have to commit the template, and we select our organization, the template name for branch 2, and we select the device and we click on OK. This is a lab, so that's why I click directly on OK, but it suggested that you check the differences before you commit the config on the devices. Okay, the template has been committed to the device on the branch router 2. So let's go to LAN, and let's see if we are able to ping 1070.1.1 now. So as you can see, we are not able to ping 1070.1.1 because we blocked it in the firewall policies. But let's see, are we able to ping 1072.2, or that also got blocked by any chance? So let's verify that. Control Shift 6X, and let's ping 1072.2. So as you can see, we are able to ping 1072.2. But in case you want to allow any specific traffic between these two IPs, then how would you do that? In order to do that, we'll go into that security policy, and here we can match any particular application that we want to block between this source and destination. Then we can mention it here. We can mention any application URL categories or URL reputation that we want to block between this source and this destination pair. And in this example, we see URL reputations here. So let's see how we can do lookup for particular URLs to see details about its reputation.